Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to learn how to plan and write our own story about a lost toy. There are always three parts to a story: the beginning, the middle, and the end. Think about Knuffle Bunny, which we have been reading this week. Have a little think about what happens in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. The pictures on the next three slides will help you to remember what happened. Next week, we're going to be writing our own story all about a lost toy. But before we begin to write, it is really important that we learn how to plan our story. And to do that, we need to use a story map. You might have learned how to do a story map in reception. On the next few slides, we're going to be revisiting how to create one, which will help you to write your story next week. So let's begin our story map. In the first box, we need to cover the beginning of our story. We need to draw a picture about something that's going to happen at the beginning. Now, in Knuffle Bunny, the very start, we're introduced to Trixie and Knuffle Bunny, her favourite teddy. So it might be that at the beginning of your story, you want to introduce us to your character and their toy. You might want your character to be yourself, and the toy in the story could be your favourite toy, which we took a picture of earlier this week. Whatever you decide, you need to draw your picture into this first box where it says beginning. Okay, now that we have our beginning, it's time to work on our second box. After we're introduced to Trixie and Knuffle Bunny in the story, we're told where they are going. We're told they're going on an errand with Trixie's daddy and they're going to the laundromat. Where would you like your main character and their teddy to be going? Have a little think and draw your picture into the second box. Now we're halfway through our story. We're in the middle of our story. When does your character remember their lost teddy? So in Knuffle Bunny, Trixie realises that she's left her Knuffle Bunny in the laundromat on the way home. Where is your character going to remember that they've lost their teddy? They might be on the way home, they might have gone to the park, they might have gone out for tea, and they suddenly remember, oh my goodness me, I've lost my teddy. Draw your picture into this third box to show me where your character is going to remember their lost toy. We're almost at the end of our story now. We're going to draw our picture into our fourth box. Now, have a little think. Is your character going to race back for their teddy? Remember in Knuffle Bunny, Trixie's mummy and daddy run all the way back to the laundromat to cheer Trixie up and find her Knuffle Bunny. You might want to draw a picture of your characters running back to wherever they've left their teddy or their toy. Okay, year one, we've reached the end of our story map. We're at the very last box. I want you to have a little think about what's going to happen at the end of your story when your main character finds their teddy. Remember in Knuffle Bunny, Trixie says her first words, and that's a very special moment. What could happen in your story? Draw your picture in the last box. You might have noticed that at the bottom of your story map there is a big box which says Key Vocabulary. This box is a space for you to write any special words that you might want to use in your writing. You may even want to magpie some words from Knuffle Bunny, such as realise. That's a really good word which we could use in our own story. Have a little look in Knuffle Bunny, and you might even want to have a look in Dogger and see if there are any words that you would like to use in your own story.